Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to the stream. I know I'm like 9 minutes late on this, but I'm here now, so you guys can come in and join the stream right now. So please enjoy. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a welcome message for everyone who is coming up to the stream right now. Um, and the yes, if you can hear my voice is a little bit different than what than what I do for the other streams. My voice is a little bit different than what you saw in past streams because I'm sick and I'm gonna be quite like this for quite a while. So um yeah, I am sick, so if you guys have any questions or have any questions during the stream, or if you want to share your memories about the Nintendo DS. Please leave them here now. So, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Nintendo DS. Getting ready for Nintendo DS week stream. Yes. Um, so what we're gonna do in this stream is talk about a lot about the Nintendo DS, and what I'm specifically referring to is this upcoming Monday is the 18th anniversary of the Nintendo DS, and today I just want to do kind of a stream to get ready for this upcoming week where we're gonna celebrate a little bit of the Nintendo DS. And and I just want to get ready for you guys. I just want to get ready to celebrate the Nintendo DS in this upcoming week because I will have a lot of content pertaining to the Nintendo DS this upcoming week. So this stream is for the people that want to be here for the stream. It's for people um that want to share their memories of the DS, and for people that want to come and celebrate the week of the Nintendo DS. And the week of the DS, if I'm not mistaken, starts in the 21st of this month. So the 21st of November, which is this upcoming Monday. So a lot of content will be posted on that day, especially during the next few days as well during that week. So um that's how I'm gonna roll with this. And this stream, what I'm gonna do is kind of talk about a little bit of the DS, give my experience on it, and just my overall thoughts of the system. And I'm going to showcase some videos here and there, depending if I don't get any anything major on here, the big C, you know. But other than that, we're just gonna celebrate the Nintendo DS, and we're just gonna get ready for the week coming up, which is Nintendo DS week. So if you guys want to celebrate with me, and if you guys want to join me in celebrating the Nintendo DS in this stream or next week, then you can do that. And also, if you have any questions during the stream of the Nintendo DS or any memories of the DS, please let me know, and please leave them in the chat as well, and I can answer them as quick as possible. Thank you, and we'll get started. So, um, first off, what I think I'm gonna talk about is my experience with the DS, and um, honestly, my first experience is now with the original DS. The original DS I didn't really get when I was little, but I got the Nintendo 3DS, and the Nintendo 3DS is one of those consoles that I have a lot of memories with, and it does play most of the Nintendo DS games that we know today. And the thing about that is, you know, I may not have a lot of experience with the DS, and I may not have that as my first console, but you gotta understand that the 3DS is a little bit like the DS, and I know it's not. I know it's different because of the 3D, but um, but it's still a DS nonetheless. So um, that's where I kind of get it from. So um, I don't know. My first DS game has got to be New Super Mario Bros. DS. The the original New Super Mario Brothers, which was released back in 2006. I didn't get that game until like 2015, 2016. So I guess I was a little bit late on that. But um that was kind of my first experience with the Nintendo DS game. And honestly, the game that I'm describing to you now is it really holds a special place in my heart. And honestly, with all the things that have come through, I just feel like the Nintendo DS in my eyes is such a wonderful system, and with New Super Mario Bros. DS, it was such a memorable game with the mini games and with the story. It was such a great game, and I'm glad I got to experience that. I'm glad that I got to experience that game for myself, since the game, you know, is great, and the game is something that that isn't a lot of people's hearts, even mine. And just the fact that they did so many things that improved from the 1985 version that was back on the NES. I gotta tell you, New Super Mario Bros. DS did not disappoint, and just the fact that it did improve many things from the NES version of Super Mario Brothers. It's quite impressive, actually. And um yeah, and also I think I got a Super Mario 64 DS as well. I did a review on that. The Super Mario 64 DS, that game was wonderful, and all the improvements that Super Mario 64 DS had, the quality of life improvements, and the amount of levels on there, and the whole new mode mini game system called Toad's Rec Room was in there. It was absolutely wonderful. And you could spend hours on that game if you wanted to. And that game, to me, was pretty great actually. And just the fact that they improved so much from the original N64 version that came out in 1996. It's just so wonderful when you get to experience that. It's really it's really something fascinating. And just the fact that, you know, a DS game could be that memorable is very great actually. Just to be honest, honestly, I feel like the remake is much better than the original version. Given what I said in the review with the new Super Mario Bros. DS models for the Super Mario 64 DS, for the Super Mario 64 remake, Super Mario 64 DS, when I said that the models look instantly better than what they did in the original version, and the graphics than they did with the cartoony look of the N64 version. It's true because it really did improve on that, and especially with a lot of things. And honestly, I feel that's one of the strong points of that game as well. And I talk about it a lot in my review. So if you guys want to check out the review, then I'll post a link here to the review so you guys can check it out. Because, I would love it if you guys would check out the review because it's one of my most it's one of those videos that I'm very proud about. And um just the fact that somebody wanting to see that review is is something I won't forget because this game took a lot of took a lot of courage to review, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when I did this review because I didn't know much about this game when I and when I looked when I did this review, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into at the time. So, um, yeah, I really appreciate the person who wanted me to do the Super Mario 64 review. I really do appreciate that person. So, yeah, thank you for the request to do that for me to do that video. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link to it now. So here is the link. So here's the link to the review. You can check it out if you want to. At the end of the stream or during the stream if you want. I don't really care, but just please go check it out. It's one of the best videos that I think you guys would truly enjoy, and I had a lot of fun doing this review. And just the fact that I really wanted to pour my heart out into this review. It's quite a fascinating, and I think the game is fascinating for it. And you know, a lot of things are great about it, and I do say that about a review. And like when so I'm just gonna talk about the architecture of the DS And the DS to me, I feel like it had a lot of good points, and just the fact that a lot of games that were 3D ran on the system and look great. It it really amazed me, appalled me much than anything, because the system could do so much that you know that it really captivated a lot of people, and just the fact that um a lot of people liked the system from the beginning, I would say that's quite something, and Nintendo did something really great. And you know, just the fact that they did so much for it, it's just really something. All right, so I'm gonna pull up a video here, just showcasing the Nintendo DS launch. I'm gonna just show the trailer just so I don't get hit with the C. Um, only see the DS trailer, the Nintendo 3DS launch trailer. Yes. Just gonna show this. Actually, I'm gonna just put a
Great content needs a great audience.
sorry guys. I'm gonna put this on mute. You guys can check it out for yourselves as well. Oh God, as well. I'm gonna check it out for myself. Um, Nintendo DS launch. Hold on. You guys can check it out for yourself as well. I'm gonna put it here in the link as well here. Um,
Well, the wait is over. This is Nintendo DS.
Where can I get? Okay, I'm gonna actually just hide myself here. I'm just going to get this out of here, and I'm gonna put the display capture here too, where I get myself back. Because I need to get myself back on there too. And guys, I know I'm gonna probably say this maybe like 1,000 times already. I'm gonna say this like 1,000,000 times during this, but guys, I do not own anything that is in this that I'm showing right here. I do not own anything that is in this in this video, in the video that I'm showcasing right now. All rights belong to the respective owners. Please support them in any way you can. Just um just that's all I'm gonna say here on out, because whenever I'm gonna do maybe like a showcase, like a video showcase here, I don't own the content, so please go support Nintendo for anything that you see on here. Please do so, because that's what you're supposed to do. So please go and do so. Please enjoy.
From the time we announced its code name, you've known these initials to represent the most obvious feature, dual screens. But that's not what the initials stand for to us. DS has a much larger and more relevant meaning. DS, Developer's System. In creating DS, we've given the world's most talented game makers new tools to work with, new ways to express their imaginations, and of course, in the end, new enjoyment for all of us. The result is this: DS not only changes Nintendo, it changes our industry. Here's a brand new Metroid game playing on Nintendo DS. The same way you'll be playing it tomorrow. Targeting and shooting now moves beyond buttons. Just tap the screen where you want to fire. Metroid's missions have always been nerve-wracking, but now they're non-stop, because all of your map positioning and weapons changes are done on the fly. It's just awesome. If you're looking for the future of gaming, look at the interface. But what if your friend is more than a few feet away, say a few time zones away? No problem. Wi-Fi means you can connect via the net. It's beyond online, it's no line. In all, this machine truly is transformative. It changes how you connect to your games and to each other. And when will that launch come? We're targeting release of Nintendo DS in both Japan and America this year. Thank you. Nintendo DS in both Japan and America this year.
Okay. I don't know if I was supposed to show that, but let's hope I don't get hit. But anyways, I you can see I was a little nervous there since I don't want to get hit with many things, and yeah, so that's why I'm kind of scared. So, but you see the launch, right? The Nintendo DS was sort of something that marked the new beginning for Nintendo. You understand, and just the fact that Nintendo revolutionized the way we played games, and just the way that we had just the way that games were becoming. It just marked a new beginning. It marked a great beginning, and just the fact that the DS was able to capture all the moments that most people have of the system now. It's great to see that a lot of people really enjoy the system. Uh, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts about the um the initial the initial E3 2004 Nintendo DS launch E3 presentation. Um, I want to hear you guys' thoughts about it, and I shared my memories here about the system, uh, I'm gonna showcase like one or two more videos before we go off of this, um, but just the fact, you know, Nintendo DS is what we wanted it to be, and it brought a lot of things that we knew that I know of the 3DS, and just a lot of things that the 3DS did in a sense. Um, you know, that's how it always is. Honestly, so I really don't know how much I'm gonna talk about the Nintendo DS, but the launch was pretty interesting to say the least. Um, I kind of enjoyed the Nintendo DS launch. Well, I wasn't there during the Nintendo DS launch, but I enjoyed what was presented there. But um, thing is, the DS. I feel like the DS is kind of like a stepping stone from the GBA, from the Game Boy, from the Game Boy Advance SP, and all those other handheld consoles. And just the fact that, you know, Nintendo DS kind of changed the way we see handheld gaming now, it's kind of surreal. And with the Nintendo Switch, it did change a little bit more. But the DS is always gonna be something that a lot of people kind of kind of like a lot of people would would talk about a lot more. and I'm probably going to show another video, but I'm going to actually close my display capture so you guys don't see the display capture here. I'm going to actually just kind of do the display capture. I'm going to take away the display capture for a little bit. Or actually, you know what? I think I would like to do something. Hold on. Tire list maker. Tire list. Tire list. Yeah. Tire list. I've been searching for the tire list. So, we're gonna do a tire list here. And honestly, I want to do a Nintendo DS games tire list. So we're gonna do a Nintendo DS games tire list here. So to make it a little bit more fun. Um, um, let's do. Switch special editions. Uh, Nintendo series. Oh my god. Handhelds. There's none here. Um. Uh. Now I don't even know what to do now. So the the DS is not here. Uh, Video games. I'm gonna do video games here. See. Oh my god. Donkey Kong, Fire Emblem, GTA, Persona, Personal, Street Fighter, Smash Ultimate, TikTok, Thomas and Friends. Let's see anything on here. Wow, so this is kind of ridiculous, actually. So, technology. We're gonna check in technology, see if I can find anything. Video game consoles, social media tier list, social media's Windows versions. Nothing here. Nintendo controllers, GameCube controller, too much tech gaming mice, tier list, Windows XP wallpapers. Nope. Nothing here. This is like the this is something that I kind of would have done on my own time, but I can't find anything. Welp, I don't know. We know here. Oh my god. Um, we'll do probably Nintendo. We'll see what we get here. Tier list. Super Mario Galaxy levels, Super Mario games, uh, Paper Mario characters, Super Mario tire list. Honestly, I don't really care because the DS is a handheld, so we're gonna do a handheld tire list. So we're gonna do Nintendo handhelds because the Nintendo DS is a handheld. Okay, we're gonna pick this one. I don't really care to be honest, since you know. Okay, now we're gonna get to it. Oh my god, there's like three of these, four I would say. That is, I think that's like a. I think that's like a Nintendo DS, because that's the Nintendo 3DS. Oh no, the Nintendo DS is right here. But yeah, I'm gonna keep everything the same. Actually, I'm gonna just do another one since I don't know, that one didn't capture me. Oh, oh my god. So we're gonna do this one. So there's kind of too many. We're gonna delete this one. Oh my god. Um, we're gonna delete these. So we're gonna do S, A, B, C, and D, and then F. So F is the lowest, um where you do the where you do where you, the console doesn't doesn't do right, and it's not a good console. D, I would say below average. C average, B above average, A average, C average, B above average, A great console, S god tier. So we're gonna do this. I don't know why the Nintendo Switch is included in this, but I guess let's do that. So first console is the Game Boy Color. So I don't know how to feel about this. I think we're gonna put it at maybe a C. I'm probably debating it's probably average or B tier. I would say maybe a C tier to me. You know, it's great that it has the color feature, but what did it do really to improve on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy that came out in '89? Okay. Next, I think we're gonna go with the original DS, or we're gonna go with the Nintendo DS Lite or the DSi. I don't know. I don't know my different consoles. um, I think we're gonna do this at around A. I would say it's a pretty good console to be honest, but not at the point where it's like S tier. You know. Definitely, I would say. Um, so I don't know. I might be debating this. The, the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna pick the Nintendo Switch next. The the Nintendo Switch, it's improved, but I don't think it's improved quite yet. Considering considering that we had a lot of unfinished games and a lot of remakes and remasters and just a whole bunch of meh games. So I think to me, I would say it would go in the D tier for me, honestly. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, thank you for everybody who's come here. Uh, hey, my day is going well. Thank you very much. My day is going well. Thank you very much. Still a little bit sick, um, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there though. But but still a little sick. I'm just a little congested from the nose. But that's like all I've got. But other than that, I don't really got anything else. So thank you for asking. Um, the Game Boy Advance, or actually the Game Boy. Sorry, the Game Boy. I gotta say it's pretty OG console given how old it is, and given the graphics on this thing. I would say it's probably an A tier for me. I'd probably say it's an A tier for me. Um, I don't know what the heck is this. It, it looks like a purple background. This one here, I'm clicking on. This one I got on my cursor. just uh, just a purple background. Sorry, I'm coughing quite a lot. I think it's just because of my throat that is a little bit dry because I think I didn't get enough water. I haven't gotten enough water yet. I it's my bad because I don't really drink a lot of water, so that's why I cough a lot. It's my bad. I don't really like water a lot, so that's why. The Game Boy Advance. It's a pretty good console, but not at the way that I really see it. It's a really good console. Don't get me wrong. It would be an A tier if it had a lot of good features. But I haven't really played much of the Game Boy Advance, or have I ever? But um, the Game Boy Advance for me, I would say it would be like a B tier for me. Uh, Next up is the OG Nintendo DS. It's a pretty good console to be honest. So it's gonna be up in S tier. It's an OG console, and especially with the Game and Watch. The Game and Watch is pretty good. But the only thing that I feel like is deteriorating from that is pretty much holding it down though is like the way it's kind of played. It kind of looks like a toy than anything else. So I would think it's like a C tier or B tier. I would mostly go with like a C tier to be honest. It's pretty average to be honest with you. Uh 3DS. Um I would say it would go like in the A tier. And considering that was my first console, I had a lot of fun with it. And just the fact that that I have such good memories with the console, it's quite fascinating. Ugh. Oh gosh. another another DS. I don't know why they keep giving me duplicates. I'm gonna just put another thing here for duplicates on a row below. I'm gonna put it as no. I'm gonna put it as that. Actually, I'm gonna put it as that color, but I'm gonna put the new one here as as a pink color. Duplicate. It's um this one's a duplicate, and I think this one's a duplicate as well, especially this one. So three consoles left. I don't know what this is, so I don't even know what that is. The Game Boy Advance SP, I think. This is what it is. It's a Game Boy Advance SP. I would say it's a pretty good console. Um, try to find my place here. Uh, we'll go with the B tier. It's up there with the Game Boy Advance. Um, I don't know what the heck these things are. I don't know what this is. This is more like a knockoff Game Boy. That's more of like a knockoff Game Boy. So I'm gonna put that into duplicates. I don't even know what that is. So I guess I'm done with that. um, we're gonna do another Nintendo handhelds list here. Or actually, we're gonna do ranking on Nintendo consoles and handhelds. I'm not gonna do a long one since I'm just gonna go through these quite quick. Whoa! Okay. Okay, so you didn't see that. Um, so I'm gonna pick kind of categories for this. Uh, God tier. Uh, great, great, good, and we're gonna do average, bad, fail. I got all my categories here. I'm gonna change the fail to maybe a blue color, and that's how I'm gonna roll for this. So. I got all my categories here. God tier, which is the best console out there. Great for like good for like a great console, but not a god tier console. A great console, but not a god tier console. A good console, it's a good console, but I wouldn't put it at the great or the god tier section. The average, I would say it's pretty average. Nothing good or nothing bad about it. A bad, which is in the green. Bad is bad, just plain simple, just plain and simple. And fail is terrible, never touching it. And that's how we're gonna roll here. So, um, I'm gonna pick like the Nintendo Wii here, and I'm gonna put it at I'm gonna put it at maybe at around great here. It's a great concept. Don't get me wrong, by the way. It's a great concept, but I don't think it's in the god tier. Now, let me tell you a few reasons why I would say it's not really god tier. Number one is probably because of the controller. The gimmick of the thing. It's motion control, but what does it really do, really? And they had the Wii balance board for like a game, for like one or two games, or I don't know how many, but a, a game where they use like motion control. They had a couple games with motion control, but other than that, you didn't really use anything of that sort with the Wii. But the games were still fun, and the console was still fun to play. But other than that, I don't really think it changed anything. It just looks like a GameCube with um in a pretty box, just sitting there with the motion control sensor. I think like it's like a little remote control. But that's just how I feel about it. I don't know what you guys' thoughts about it are, but if you want to debate me on that, you can. Just don't go too crazy. Now, the Nintendo Switch Lite. Oh my god. What do I have to say about this console? Oh my god. Um Now listen. The Switch is a great system, and I know it could do better, and I know that the Switch the Switch has a lot of work to do. But I would say the Nintendo Switch family, the OLED, the Lite, and the original version of the Switch are kind of taking the route of the DS and the Nintendo 3DS. And that's good, but I would say it's a little average, considering that they have the same games for it, and considering they don't have many differences other than like the TV functionality for the thing. But that's kind of it. So I'm gonna put it at maybe like an average sort of way. Okay. Now, anybody remember the SNES? I know everybody remembers the SNES. The SNES is a pretty good system. I would say it's great. I would say it's great, but I'm debating whether to put it in great or God tier. I'm thinking of putting it in God tier. It's pretty great, to be honest, and I think it deserves a lot of praise than what we give it, because I know the the console. I know it's kind of an old system, but you gotta give it credit. It's still got a lot of great games on it, and yeah, I get it. Like the games that were really once on it are actually now on other systems, and you can get it everywhere else. But I would say it's one of the best systems out there. Case in point. And just the fact that, just the fact that it does such a good job providing games and the hardware at the time and the limitations of what it could do and the graphics that it got, given it's a 16-bit console, it's impressive to see. So I put it at a god tier. My first god tier, actually. Now the Virtual Boy. Oh my god. I don't even know where to start with this system, to be honest. The Virtual Boy, I don't even know where to start. Where to even begin with this console, to be honest. I'm gonna give my honest opinion about the Virtual Boy, and I'm gonna give it to you straight. And I think the Virtual Boy would have done much better if it weren't for those like weird the weird peripheral that it came with. It's 3D, but it didn't do a great job with 3D. And when I look at like the 3D things, when I look at the 3DS, even though it didn't utilize as much as the 3D, the 3DS didn't utilize as much as the 3D. Um, this Virtual Boy did so terrible at it, and when I look at like videos of the Virtual Boy, and I see what's like in front and what you get a glimpse of, it's horrible because I get it. It's red, and it's a console that's supposed to uh have graphics of 3D, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look impressive. It looks terrible, and it looks like something that the Game Boy would have gotten if it was if it was tinted red. I'm sorry, but I would say that was a very a very bad console, a failed console at that. Um. Okay. Now the 2DS. I don't even know where to start with this. Um. I mean, it's good, but It's not anything radically different from the 3DS. I get it. I get it. It's supposed to be like something that the little ones would enjoy. Yeah, I get that. But who who asked for this system anyways? Who asked for the 2DS anyways? None. None of us fans did. I think. To be honest, I don't think none of us fans wanted the 2DS to happen. And with the 2D with the systems coming out on a yearly basis, this came out in 2013, and consoles have been releasing on a yearly basis for maybe about like since 2010, actually, when the DSi came out. It followed the same pattern. And what do we get? we get like a we get like a 3DS that doesn't fold, that doesn't fold. You know, I I get it, the 2DS was supposed to be something different, but at the end of the day, what I see in my eyes is a console that hasn't done anything different other than it just looks like a flat pancake, and that's all it is. So I would say it's good, but it's probably not there with the other consoles. It just looks like a 3DS flat like a pancake. So it's kind of bad. Damn, it's been going on for so long. Um, I'm probably gonna end it like here with the Wii U. So, um, I don't know. I would say the Wii U is a great console. Don't get me wrong; it's a great console. But a lot of people say it's a great console, and I did too. The Wii was great in an aspect that I wouldn't know. An aspect that a lot of people would like to say. But you know, everybody loves that console, and what killed the Wii U the most was probably its advertising. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. It's probably its advertising. The advertising of the Wii U, how it was marketed, and the fact that it got so much poor reception was probably one of the things that made it fail in the first place. And just Nintendo doing all these things with the Wii U that wanted them to push the Wii U so hard. You gotta think, like, why did the Wii U fail in the first place? Because of the terrible marketing and advertising that they did for this console. Because at the end of the day, what does this console appeal to? Kids. And I know everybody in like their mothers probably has a Wii U since its launch, or probably had it for a couple of years. No doubt about it. But it's still a great system with a lot of great qualities, and just the fact that it failed so fast, rapidly, and ended in the same year that the Nintendo Switch was supposed to launch, it kind of hurts. And the fact that they're taking away many features from the Nintendo Wii U and 3DS kind of mystifies me and kind of surprises me at the fact that it did. So that's how I feel about all this, and um, that's how I feel about the Wii U. But if you guys have any thoughts about it, I know this wasn't like a Nintendo DS only stream, but you gotta understand that's something that I don't really that that I really don't really know about. But um, I'm gonna get off anyways. It's been like an hour. I hope you guys enjoy this stream. If you enjoyed the stream so far, I hope you guys continue to watch the next ones. So I'll be going away, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. New videos coming up this week. New content coming up this week as well. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace.